LinkedIn ads are a powerful tool for construction companies to win tenders. That's because it allows them to reach the right decision makers on a consistent basis in a way that many of their competitors simply won't. This is because if we think about it, for construction companies going for large tenders, the process starts long before the actual bid is awarded. What we can do is if we know who we're bidding with and who we want to reach, then we can actually run ads with all of our key messages that are going to help us win the tender right up front on a consistent basis to the people that matter, meaning that we're going to have a consistent reach. And by the time we get in the meeting, the tangible outcome we want is we see you guys everywhere. And this approach is brilliant because it adds a level of humanity, it adds a level of touch that you just don't get relying on documents and kind of the traditional process. What we can do is when we've approached this for clients in the past, say you're trying to win a tender with Network Rail, you can actually target all the people that work for Network Rail, pick the 3 to 5 like messaging pillars that you want to have in front of them that are going to win you the work, identify the and build an audience of people to target them to, and run ads to them on a drip over that 6-12 month period when you're bidding for that work. And if you're going for multi-million-pound tenders, spending £2,000 to £10,000 on messaging isn't really significant in the grand scheme of the work that we're trying to win. So this approach works really well, and we've seen it work time and time again for clients in the construction industry. And the reason it works is that we have this framework that we can reach people with consistently, and the spend doesn't have to be as prohibitive as it might be if you were running lead generation campaigns with LinkedIn. So what we're doing is we're operating right at the top of the funnel, and we're targeting these companies based on their decision making and the fact they're going to be our tender. So if we take our Network Rail example, we would first of all, for about a month, 2 months, we would start by posting content with that work winning messages on our company page, and importantly, as thought leadership ads or thought leadership posts from key members of the team. So we can actually run ads from their profile. So what we do is we build those up, we see which ones are working best, and then we build a campaign, an advertising campaign around them. So we start off by looking at the audience, so building up the job titles, the industry, the companies that will be involved in the process. So in this case, Network Rail. You could go down by job title or seniority, but generally we've kept it because the Network Rail audience is quite small, less than 10,000 people. We've just run the ad to the whole of the Network Rail presence on LinkedIn. We'd recommend doing that for kind of 3-6 months before the decisions are starting to be made. Once we've done that, we'll look through and we will identify the posts that are doing the best and start with 3 to 5 of those, ideally one per content pillar, with your best performers sprinkled in. We would then build out the campaign, set a budget. Now your budget can be anything from about £300 a month to £1,500 a month. You can go higher, but if we've got these small, really niche audiences, we probably don't need to spend an absolute fortune. Now, if you're trying to reach the whole industry for, say, awareness around an event, maybe that you want to spike those up. But this approach is brilliant for construction firms because you don't have to break the bank to do it in a way that you might if you're running lead generation campaigns. And this gives you a real strategic edge when it comes to tenders because you can start reaching people and influence them before the official period has started, and they won't even necessarily be aware what you're doing because the posts we're going to put out there aren't going to look like ads. They're going to look like case studies and just general posts about your business. So this visibility campaign can actually scale really effectively for you because despite that smaller spend, you're reaching the right people and the impact is going to be magnified in the way that you just wouldn't get with other platforms. And this is really something that we've become known for at Dow Social, is helping construction firms really reach into their target audiences and hit them. And making sure they've got enough case studies and information to be seen by those right people. So if you're a construction company that needs support, then this could be for you.